Hello guys, it's Nim and welcome back to yet another speed build on my channel. Now, full disclosure, this is the third time I am doing this voiceover because the first time my microphone wasn't plugged in correctly, so it didn't record anything. And the second time I was completely done with the voiceover and then my editing program just decided to shut down and it didn't save. So here I am once again doing this voiceover. Now, we are building a modern home today. And this is kind of a challenge because there aren't a lot of modern homes where I live. So I actually drove around to some other places and I looked online and was thinking, what do modern homes look like? So this is actually one, it's very close to one that I saw when I was driving around outside. And that house that I saw, it was like completely made out of glass, but I know like every single wall was glass. Now I didn't do that in this build because I felt like that was a little bit weird on the privacy, but we do have a lot of glass walls. There are a lot of windows, there's a lot of glass doors, like a lot, you will see it. Now the struggle with modern homes that I have is I never know how to make the roof look good. I see a lot of like modern homes with this cool architectural like roofs and I just can't do it because I don't know how to. I don't know how to make it look good. So I usually just go by placing half walls with a pretty line on top, and that is like, you know what, this is modern enough. Now for the roof, I wanted you to be able to walk on it, so we had this kind of gravel or stuff that's there, and then I had to decide on the color for the exterior, and I was like, darn it, what do modern homes look like color like? Now in my neighborhoods or like the places that I went to, there's a lot of black and white or dark wood colors and then like very light wood colors, so it's just like the contrast, the dark and light. So I just went completely out with that. I was like, you know what, we are going to have dark columns and like most of the bumps out we are going to make them dark, and then the rest will be very light, and then we are gonna have light windows, light flooring, but then the landscaping will be a little bit darker sometimes, so then it will have this beautiful contrast. At least in my mind it was like that. I think it worked out reasonably, like not extremely well, but we did reasonable. It's okay-ish. Now we are going to change up the shape of this house like a few times because I wasn't completely satisfied with it. So like the front of the house, it will be different. You will see it as well when you download it on the gallery. Also, when you download this on the gallery, maybe you have already downloaded, you will see that there is no furniture inside the house. And I don't know why, because I completely furnished it. I have proof, this video is proof, I completely furnished it, guys, I promise. But then when I uploaded it to the gallery, the furniture was gone. Like completely gone, and I was like, oh darn it, now I have to refurnish it again. So I started doing that. Like the weird thing was the landscaping was still there, so just the objects in and around the home were like gone. So then I was like, darn it, now I have to refurnish this entire thing. So I started refurnishing it with the kitchen, and I was like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna furnish this again. I don't like furnishing modern homes because I don't know what a modern home looks like on the inside, so we were just not gonna do that. So when you download this off the gallery, have fun furnishing it, see it as a challenge. Can you furnish this modern home and make it look more modern than I did? Probably yes, but who knows? And re-upload it to the gallery, tag me, I don't know, whatever. Make it a challenge for you when you download this. So we're actually gonna use the grass from the jungle at Finno, Island Living, it's Island Living. And because like this modern home is built in Oasis Springs, but it is in like the grassy, greeny area of Oasis Springs, so it needed to be a mixture of like Mediterranean and I want to say normal because it's like normal landscaping for me, like normal trees, so like normal landscaping. So I think I actually succeeded in that quite well because we have like these palm trees and we have some cacti and we have like the island living flowers, island living grass, but then we also use some cats and dog and base game plants and bushes, and I think that actually looks pretty neat and modern. I have to say that my landscaping, modern AF, honestly. so good. Even if I say so myself, I'm surprised by my own landscaping abilities. I'm gonna go back on landscaping, but first, like this fence, I wanted it to look modern, and this was not modern enough, so I used the one from Get Famous, but that one has the awful ability to shine at night. So don't play in this home at night. When it's nighttime, sleep in a hotel or something, because it's so bright and annoying. Anyway, going back to the landscaping, on Sunday, I will actually upload a video, a how-to landscape. Or like, I think I'm gonna call the series How to Sims. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. We'll see. If you like that name, let me know. And we're actually going to do some landscaping in Willow Creek. See, I remember the first base game home world now is Willow Creek. So I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks that I usually do with landscaping. Like, maybe they're helpful, maybe they're not. You can see for yourself. Like, who knows? Have fun with it. And maybe if you guys liked this video, I could do a landscaping in Oasis Springs, or like Sulani, or the Vampire World, who knows. Anyway, we were changing up the shape of the home, like the exterior home. We're gonna have this little overhang now from like the top floor. You have this overhang, and I think that looks quite a lot better. Also because then the downstairs is a little bit smaller, so it was easier to furnish. Now this is a 2-bedroom house, and you have 2 bathrooms as well. And these doors, they look so modern. I just have to say it. They look so modern. And they're gonna have this really light flooring, and the walls are also gonna be pretty light, because I feel like modern, in my head, I associate it with white. I don't know why, but like white. It just, when people say modern, I immediately think, oh, so your house must be very white. I don't know why, but I just do. So like, you can see it downstairs as well. It is pretty light. There are a lot of light colors, but I feel like that's completely fine. It's good. Also, pro tip, when in doubt with landscaping, don't add more flowers, add rocks. They break up your entire like flower composition and give it just a little bit different what it probably needs. Just a tip. Like, do what you want with it. So before finishing actually the inside of this house, because I really wasn't sure how to do that, we are going to do the outside, so the front porch. Not really sure if you can call it a porch, like the pool area. And we're gonna add some like green tiles to make it look like there's grass, and I really like that one. If I ever got a pool in my home, I would have grass like almost all around my pool, because I feel like that's just very fancy. I don't know why, but I feel it's fancy. So when I think modern in The Sims 4, I think about these cabinets. I don't know why, but it also kind of reminds me of that kitchen in Jurassic Park. Like in Jurassic Park 1, you have like when the kids are locked up in the kitchen with the velociraptors. And whenever I see that kitchen, I think of these cabinets, and when I see these cabinets, I think of that kitchen. I don't know why, but I just do. Maybe my brain is weird like that, who knows. So, like, these are the Parenthood's upper cabinets, but I feel like they, in this color, are actually pretty modern in combination with these counters and these islands. Now, we are actually going to change it up, because I felt like it was a bit too dark, so we are gonna get the lighter color of these islands and cabinets. But you will see that, like, that's fine. And also, otherwise it was just way too dark, because then you have, like, the pretty dark cabinets, the counters are pretty dark as well, and then you have the dark like stools also. It was just too dark, so you can't have that. So in a moment we're going to swap it over to the lighter swatches, and I felt like the people that live here are probably fancy. So they have like this really neat kitchen, like not a lot of clutter. Like, it's all pretty organized and well done and stuff, and they have wine, and whenever they cook, like, they have this glass of wine and they laugh and chat with their friends who are just sitting at the counter. Like, who knows, it's just what I envisioned. So as you can see, these lighter cabinets, I felt like that actually looked a lot better. So now we are going to do the dining area, and you actually come into the dining area, and I wanted it to be fancy. And spoiler alert, it is going to be one of the most fancy dining areas I have probably made ever. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty impressed with how fancy it is. There is like this fancy rock that I almost never use, but I actually quite like it. You have this modern fireplace, that mirror. Oh, I love that mirror. Then you have like all these plants. We're gonna add some more plants, and like, I don't know why, but it's just cool. Also, I think you could do like a game with how many times I say like, as I feel like I say that quite a lot. You did it again. Like, this is a dining area I would kill for. Maybe not literally, like don't kill anyone. Don't kill anyone, please don't. But it's so pretty. Like, you just imagine like cooking in that big ass kitchen and then eating it at a dining table, having the radio on to listen to some fancy music or like a talk show, who knows. But then there was like the complete, like the rest of the home, and I didn't know what to do with it, like that little nook. What the hell should I place there? So I just went by placing the same fireplace and putting a painting over it, like, you know, like fancy. I wish they had like a painting of a modern home, because then I would have placed it there. But now we have like this old traditional, I don't know, maybe it's a prison or something. Hell, I don't know. And I felt like these people that would live here probably don't watch a lot of TV, because they have like this fancy kitchen and dining area and pool area, and they live in Oasis Springs, and they are outside a lot because it's always pretty weather. So they probably don't watch a lot of TV, like maybe only the 8 o'clock news, who knows. So the TV is in like a pretty small area, and I felt like they would be pretty well read. So I put a lot of bookcases in this build, and I made an L-shaped couch, and those are the couches from my first pet stuff. And you just place 2 of them like that together, and you have an L-shaped couch. Now your Sims can still use them. I'm not quite sure if they can sit in a corner, but they can sit like on the other spaces. And it's, I mean, it just looks nice. And I felt like in that living area right there, I kind of lost the modern touch. So it was like, oh, this is cute and that is cute. And then when I did study, I was like, wait, I'm not building a very cute home. I have to build a modern home. So keep that in mind, Nym. Build a modern home. So we're gonna put some magazines. We're gonna use that fancy light, like the black and white chess table. Like I said before, modern homes, it just screams black and white to me. Whenever I envision modern, I think, oh, black and white, contrast colors. Very dark, very light. I don't know why, but it just does. Like, I can't help it. Like, what do you associate when people say modern? What do you think about? You kind of think about black and white, right? Or maybe that's just me. And of course, because these people were very, very, very fancy, we are going to add a grand piano. A black one. Because I felt like the wooden one wasn't the vibe. And the white one, then it would have been too white. So also, this stuff, like in the bathroom, it is so fancy. I can finally use this. I don't use that like that bathtub a lot because it's pretty big, and it's like most of the houses don't have that big of a bathroom. Ugh, can't speak anymore. Ugh. So yeah, but this home, it had space, so of course we're gonna use it. And then this outside area on the back porch, the barbecue, and then I feel like it's just, that is a place where you would go. Like, you wouldn't go watch TV, you would go swimming, or you would go barbecuing, or you could go talk in the kitchen, like stuff like that. Or you could go upstairs to your own personal gym, because I built a gym in here. Because like I had this weird space, and I was like, you know, this can't be a bedroom, because there are so many windows. You will be watched from everywhere, and I feel like that would be really uncomfortable. Like, I wouldn't be comfortable with that, like my entire room being glass. No, thank you. So we're gonna place like this gym and sportsy area with a soccer table. And then this hallway, I was like, darn it, now I have to decorate an entire hallway. And I never know how to decorate hallways correctly, because I don't want to put like a lot of stuff in them, but I also don't want to put too little in them. So we're gonna go with the mirror, this little table, and a few plants and a few paintings, and that's it. We didn't even put a rock in there. Like, that's how modern we are. We don't need rocks. Now, with this bathroom, we are kind of already losing the vibe of being modern, giving like the shower top combination. Maybe should have been something black and white. And now we're going to the bedrooms, and we completely like lost vision of the modern thing, because I was like, oh, this bed with the sunflowers of Van Gogh, that is perfect. Like, Van Gogh is like one of my favorite painters, or Van Gogh, the way you properly say his name because he was Dutch, you know. Anyway, he's one of my favorite painters now, and I don't necessarily like the painting of the sunflowers. I've seen it in real life. I wasn't that impressed, but in The Sims it looks pretty good, and on pictures it looks good as well. When you see it like in the flesh, you're like, eh. It's kind of like the Night's Watch. You expect it to be like a really massive painting, but I put it on such a large wall that it actually looks pretty tiny. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, we're going over to the second bedroom, and I had no vision for this bedroom at all. I was just thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna place some random furniture, random paintings, and that's it. Like vision, like for bedrooms, I always struggle with it because I don't want to make it overly personal, because you guys download the home and you want to have your own Sims to play in it. So you're not going to appreciate, I don't know, my personal touches for like an extremely girly room when you're playing with a guy. So I always try to make bedrooms a little bit more neutral, like a bed, a desk, mirror, dresser, stuff like that, and one skill building object and a bookshelf or bookcase. I feel like that's like the base of a bedroom, and then whatever you want to do with it, go ahead, it's not up to me. Now, after this, we're just going to do some finishing touches, and then we are going to come up to the screenshots. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified when I go live next. Also, you can follow me on a number of social media, all of them will linked in below, and I hope to see you guys on Sunday when my next video goes live. Bye guys! Hi guys, me again. Also, I've noticed that these ceiling lights are not completely centered, so have fun with that. When you download this home, please redo those, because it's really annoying for me, and hopefully it will be annoying for you too. I'm really going. Bye.